So I have spent 17 years in the marketing and operations space. And over that time, I have encountered numerous offshoring solutions. I've worked with them with clients across different industries, verticals, even across different services, everything from marketing to software development, technology, those sorts of things. And to be honest, they all disappointed me in the exact same ways. So number one, there is no visibility or transparency into the people who are actually doing the work. You don't know if they're skilled. You don't know if they're the people that you yourself would even hire for the role and responsibility that you want to give them. That makes this really complicated when you're relying on these folks to execute for your business. Because there's no visibility or very little visibility, there's also no accountability. So number two is accountability. Time and time and time again, I was never able to get problems fixed. There was no accountability with the teams doing the work, and it drove me crazy. Number three is a lot of times I would have people who could do this and this thing over here, but never teams who could execute across the full operational process, whatever that is, in the way that I needed. Right? I needed people to step into the business and take ownership and accountability so that I could move my business forward, right? So that we could move these great plans forward. But instead, what I was given was teams that were not skilled in the way that I wanted them, and therefore could not own entire parts of the process. Doesn't work for me. Number four is turnover. So turnover is a problem, especially in Colorado. If you don't know, Colorado is actually the third worst state for turnover. But these offshore solutions tend to have really high turnover. And you may not have seen it because you don't have the visibility that I talked about earlier, but you probably felt it. Deadlines missed, things missed, trainings, gaps in training that you didn't anticipate, those sorts of things. That's all indicators of a really high turnover. And in this industry, the turnover is even higher than what you typically even see at agencies, which is a lot. And then the fifth thing, and the thing that's really personal for me, is what I always refer to as the drive to the bottom, or the race to the bottom. It was never, are these people skilled? It was, how cheap can we get them? And I don't know about you, but I don't want to have some really important parts of my business being attended to by people who are just cheap, right? We wouldn't do that with our staff that we hire here in the States, and we shouldn't expect that of people who we have offshore either, right? And so instead of a race to the bottom, what I want is skilled talent. And so one of the big reasons why I'm so excited to talk about DOXA is because I can fix all of those problems. And I know I can fix them because I fixed them for others using the DOXA way. And so I'm really excited to talk to business owners. I think we can be a really great solution for a lot of the challenges that you're having on the hiring and staffing side. So if this is of interest to you, let's chat. Find my website, connect with me on LinkedIn, and let's talk about hiring as a business strategy and what we can do for you.